A good game from Talons today, managing to draw with with Steelers. So I think it's a good setup from the union and much appreciated, I think, personally. I'm a Harare Sports Club fan, die hard, but I think the Steelers are doing very well this season. Quite an organized team, and yeah, I think they've got a very big chance of taking it. But again, you can never write off Pitbulls. Play a running game. Steelers quite technical, I think. So it should be between one of the two, I think, Pitbulls and Steelers.
Well, Brian, every game is a different game and a different flavor to it. Today, it wasn't our best footing, but I think our defensive structure we were okay. Only we just lost our game more on our mistakes. So the team just fed off our mistakes. Well, as a coach, you always prove them. You tell them the game plan. But you know how players are. At the end of the day, you've got the plan, but they might go another direction. But I'm going to stick with my boys, and we're going to work to improve and get to the next fixture.
I think the boys couldn't close it in the end. We're making a lot of errors. I think in the last 10 minutes, we're making a lot of errors. We couldn't keep our ball. They started putting much better pressure than what they were doing in the first half. So the last 10 minutes, we were having a lot of errors in terms of trying to keep the ball. So our ball retention was bad in the last 10 minutes. We're lacking a lot of players this week. I think almost half of the squad is in Inyanga. So the guys that stayed behind and managed to play this game, they really stood up and played a very good game. They listened, because I think our targets in the game was gain line and every single time ball retention. So they managed to do that in the first. So I'm proud, because managing to keep our ball for almost 60-something minutes, playing a top side like Steelers, I think we are in the right direction.
The reason why I'm supporting Pitbulls is because firstly there's the best players and it's in combination with the Loma Gaundi. So I urge you guys to support Pitbulls, and we're definitely gonna win this time. I thank you.
I support Pitbulls because I have faith in them. They make us proud every time, so I still have faith in them.
They have the best pack, they have the best backline, the Gandhi boys. Obviously they're gonna win.
Look, to be honest, I don't think our boys turned up and played to the required standard. But I mean, kudos to Pitbulls. And then obviously they lost last week to Steelers, so they had to bounce back this week. And we knew they were a desperate team, and I think we should have met them also at that. But not showing up today, a few errors in there, and unfortunately we didn't get the win. I think the biggest thing is just the lack of exiting, you know, from our red zone. We should have done it better, and it's stuff we always talk about, but obviously we need to find other means to get the instruction across. Yeah, well, definitely. I'm looking at the log. We're definitely in the semi-final with someone, just not sure who at the moment. We'll have a look at the log after the day's matches, and then we will see how that goes. Decision making definitely is a big one. Obviously, like I said, the exiting, that's also part of decision making. But I think just besides the team, I mean, it's a difficult subject when you lose a game to then come out and speak about refs. But I think our reffing standard has got to go up. We need to have honest conversations with the refs. It's not an attack on anyone, but it's just the state of the game. And, you know, people need to acknowledge when they make mistakes and how we can get better. But it's obviously a conversation we've been trying to have for a long time. But there's obviously one side that feels attacked, which is sad because the game does not develop. I mean, we've got a national team going to a World Cup in a little over a year. And guys are obviously starting to play high-level matches. We're playing Nations Cup soon. And we were also just hoping all facets of our game just rise up with that. And also, we can't leave the rest behind. So hopefully we can have a conversation with them over the next couple of weeks and see how we can get better. Obviously, we don't have all the answers, but I think we need to meet halfway somewhere.
I'm happy, but obviously not happy with the way they performed. I think they're making too many mistakes for, looking at the fact that we want to retain our championship, if you understand what I mean. Yes, I'm happy for the victory. We'll take the win, but yeah, I'm not happy with the performance, to be quite honest, because we were like trading punch for punch. We trade too many punches. Decision making, one. Lineouts. We discussed that, look, if they're dominating that set piece as far as lineouts are concerned, we don't contest, but they didn't listen, they didn't make those adjustments. And just open play, they were knocking on, they were not releasing the ball on time, like offloading on time. That held us back, and the kicking. I think we left almost about 9 points on the field. We hope that we can retain the championship. That's what we aim it for, But at the moment, I'm not really happy with the performance. But yeah, that's what we're aiming for. We always want to aim for the, for spot number one.
The pressure, to get the points was one of the factors that, made us have a slow start. I think it was all psychological, not trusting the process, wanting to do the shortcut to get the result. So I think that was one of the things that, delayed a good start for us. Playing rugby in the right areas. I think when it came to territorial kicking, I think the boys did really well. Today we really struggled to string up at least about 5 phases. You know what? It's very difficult for any team at this level to defend more than 7 phases. But if you're able to string up 5 set phases, you're most likely to gain ground or even get the try.
It was a momentum shift. If you watch the first half, but 15 to 20 minutes of that match, we were where we wanted to be. We had put a try in the bag and we're still attacking. But obviously when we had the momentum shift, when OGs came back pumping hard, we couldn't contain the pressure, which is something that we need to build on. But obviously it was just a momentum shift of the whole game. So as a coach, I mean, it was decision making, especially when we got the penalties, which were supposed to put us forward. Just decision making was very, very bad. If we had decided well and put the ball where it was supposed to go, then obviously our lineouts were working out. So we were hopping off the penalties. If we had taken all those penalties, kicked them out, we get the line out, and then we shape up from there. We were going to punch through. We will be in the dogfight definitely, but obviously if you've watched all our fixtures, it hasn't been one of those where we give away the games. So we've really showed up some tenacity in terms of where we've gathered our players as well. So really, we will really bounce back in. We will get into that dogfight, but we'll come out proud again in that. We are Lions at the end of the day.
It's a really good turnout tonight. Maybe we just need better lights, but one thing I loved tonight was probably the Steelers and Talons draw. Talons has been really improving. Shout out to the Marshes guys, Ambrose, what's his name, Coach Stavo, and the other guys from Talons. They're putting in a good work. If you see them, imagine that Steelers
beat Pitbulls. Pitbulls actually lost for the second time ever since the under-20 league started. In the end, after beating Pitbulls, you come here, Talons draws with you. So clearly, this league has been really competitive. Everyone has been putting up a good shift. Maybe we need to get Sports Club at par with those guys because they haven't been playing really well this year. But it's been a good turnout. As you can see, kids are running all around. Good turnout. Maybe we just need to get these guys lowering their music because it's too noisy. You want to watch a good game of rugby, not listen to music. You're not at a club tonight. We came here for the rugby.
Yeah, as much as what Guli has said, for me it's much to do with the turnout. Harare, people are excited about rugby, and I think we need to keep doing everything that we can to make sure that people can enjoy the game. Good fixtures are happening. Right now we're watching the Sables. We're supporting them and we're backing them as they prepare for the Nations Cup and of course the Rugby Rugby World Cup as well.
There's Africa Cup too?
Yes, Africa Cup as well. And the Rugby World Cup coming in 2027. We're really excited about what's going on. We just keep hoping that there's going to be more and more exciting nights like these.
So I heard there's another one that's coming through, I think the code Stallions from Namibia.
Okay.
Apparently they're coming for the playoffs. They're going to be playing the 4th place team for a playoff game. And then
we're going to be hosting them, yeah?
Yeah, they're coming through. And then the winner of that one is going to be playing the semis. So I think we're going to be getting more intense games as time moves. So yeah, it's going to be exciting times ahead. Hey! Gioni Baba!
Okay, and again, that says it. That's the excitement.
Yeah!
To everyone who's out there who's been missing out on games, look, this is what's happening. This is what rugby is all about. This is the spirit of rugby. It's always happiness, it's always respect, it's always action every time.
Hello rugby fans, welcome to the Rugby Wire, the home of Zimbabwe rugby conversation. I'm Brian Matamba. It's week 5 of the Harare Under-20 League where we saw some interesting matches. Marondera Talons almost pulled a surprise of the season, beating the much fancied Zambezi Steelers, but the game ended up in a draw. It was an exciting match. Then Harare Sports Club's woeful season has continued. They lost another game and probably they're in the dogfight. And it's going to be an interesting season going forward. But also part of the day, the Sables had their first hit out, red versus green, and it was an interesting match.